Okay, we're on day 3 of opening up Bricklink shop, and it's Sunday. I didn't really feel that well waking up today. Got a bit of a headache. It's not as bad now. It's not normal, but we'll see how that proceeds. But I did receive a package today from Amazon. They included these little Ziploc baggies and some boxes to hold trading cards. And I have switched over from barcodes. There is a code 39 barcode over to QR codes. Generating them was a bit tricky, but there is an API that I call out to in Google Sheets that's able to create that code. And I just changed things a bit in the in my spreadsheet. So you can see I have like a parameter tab where I can enter in the starting number and the format for that number, so it'll be padded with zeros. And then this is the data in the QR code, and then this is the data that it shows for me to read under the code. And then this just tells me what the last number will be in the sequence. So if I want to create another sheet of paper, I'll just type in 169 and it will go from 169 and later. So here's the sequences now. You can see it duplicates each number on even number rows. And then I go to the data. Now this used to be where the barcodes were for the code 39. And this is like, you can see if I change it to code 39 text, that's the old barcode format. Of course, it's missing the asterisk at the beginning and end of that barcode, so it's not legitimate. But anyway, you see the alternating, we have no spaces and then we have spaces, no spaces, spaces, so that the numbers repeat. Then we can go over to the QR codes themselves, and here we are, and that gets printed out. So yeah, it was fun transferring and reclaiming all of my snack bags and moving over into the Ziploc bags, or the smaller bags. Some of the parts that were multiple lots in the same sandwich bag, I decided to split into individual baggies like this. And then the larger parts for the homemaker, I have split this into 2 separate lots. So I was able to stuff 5 of them in here. I might have been able to get away with 6, but I was like, why bother? Let's just put 2 in the other Ziploc baggie. So we are definitely no longer consolidated at this moment because we have the same item in 2 separate lots. Yeah, and then this is how I'm doing the minifigs now. So I grabbed all of the hollow minifigs with the Y shape and start stacking them into separate categories. So everybody here has hair, and then of the remaining, I have people with eyewear. So you might see some of these guys have glasses. See the bottom 2 there, they have glasses, but the hair trumps the glasses or the eyewear. And then over here we have facial hair, and then we have faces, and then we had plain minifigure heads, which has already been cataloged and thrown into the store, or they're not in the store yet. I will get them into the store, but I'm still working on all this. I am currently working on heads with hair. I got most of the heads over here with red hair, so I figured I'd subdivide even further, which revealed a lot of duplicates I could see right away. I should have brought this guy over. He has brown hair, but we'll get to him. He's fairly unique, so but he is very interesting. It's something about him. I feel like maybe he's special. I don't know. While I go through these, the stacking actually helps me identify heads that have issues, because there was one head I was trying to stack and I thought he had the problem, and then I realized it was the head underneath of him that had the problem. And I look at each one while I inventory and try and evaluate the condition. Mainly a minifig face is the focal point that everybody looks at, and if there is a problem with the print, lots of scratches or markings, then they pretty much go over into the damaged bag. So we got, we got a lot of damage there, or they're just dirty, scratched up. Like, we got a guy there, the middle of his mouth's just rubbing off. That guy his beard is chipped, just goop. So maybe one day I'll go through this, or I'll just sell it as a grab bag of random parts that are unsellable, and just let people know why. I think this guy on the bottom with the green eyes, the bottom of his mouth is rubbing off, but it's not as noticeable, so unfortunate. I don't like tossing things aside, but it's just not worth my time at the moment. Then we have a lot of unidentified parts that are growing. So this is what Recognize doesn't understand. So I added more decorated plate today. And yeah, I found a sticker sheet to this Jurassic Lego set. It's just that it doesn't recognize the parts. I wish that the sticker sheet would link to all the parts that the stickers go to. That would have been really, really nice. How sets say they have different parts. It would be nice if a sticker sheet said these are the parts that the sticker is applied to. Yeah, and I found a box for my tile, decorated tile, or base plates. So base plates fit in the Lego box pretty nicely. I'm debating if I should put the decorated tile into little Ziploc baggies or not. I like it when they're on the base plate, because that means I can find out what doesn't have clutch and throw it into damaged. Because I think the worst thing is somebody buying something and realizing they can't keep it affixed to their projects. Other news, one of the local store owners reached out to me about the minifig stuff, asking where they were, and we've been talking a little bit about eBay and stuff. So it seems like he's shown a little bit of interest, but I don't really have much to list just yet that I think would pique his interest. I think he was just looking to see what I had. I think once I get the store established and all the accessories and minifigs actually starting to list, that would be the time that's most optimal for him to take a look. But mainly just making him aware that it's there. And then I was letting him know that eBay seems to be the place for minifigs to sell, and he's like, yes, he confirmed eBay is the place to go to sell your minifigs. So yeah. All right, bye.